If you're looking for the next must-see animated movie, then we've got you covered. In this video, let's count down the top 10 best animated movies of 2022.
Hey, this was really fun, but we actually gotta get going.
At number 10 is the Apple TV film, Luck.
You got it!
The film follows Sam Greenfield, a young orphaned woman who may just be about the unluckiest person you've ever met. After meeting the snarky black cat Bob, she's led through a portal that takes her to the land of luck. She attempts to turn her luck around with the help of some magical creatures, voiced by some big names such as Whoopi Goldberg, Flula Borg, and Jane Fonda.
Every so often.
Number 9 is the Netflix-produced sci-fi film, Apollo 10½, A Space-Age Childhood.
Listen, are you good at math?
Yeah.
Did you get a perfect 100 on every test?
No.
Okay.
The film was written, produced, and directed by the incredible Richard Linklater, and was loosely based on his childhood. It follows a 4th grader who becomes the first person to land on the moon.
The eagle has landed.
Roger, Tranquility.
The film has no shortage of stars with the likes of Zachary Levi, Glenn Powell, and even Jack Black. And while it wasn't the most popular film upon its release, it has been praised immensely for its writing, visuals, and the overall nostalgic feeling for the late 60s in Houston.
The abominable snowman was probably some college drama student. One time we even caught him taking a smoke break.
Coming in at number 8 is the Disney Plus continuation of two loved characters, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Shady, are we sure it's safe?
No, because nothing's safe.
The film isn't a remake, but continues on from the animated TV series of the same name that first premiered in 1989, and follows along the titular pair working on reconciliation after a fallout, whilst investigating the kidnapping of their friend and co-star, Monterey Jack.
Oh, he's full of it, Monty. No one's talking about a Rescue Rangers reboot except for him.
The film wasn't only loved by fans for some hilarious cameos, most notably a scene that features Ugly Sonic, which was the original design for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie before all the negative comments made them change the design. But it was also loved by critics, so much so that it just won an Emmy for Outstanding Television Movie.
Yeah, Dale, I'm gonna be up on that stage too, right beside you.
Yes, Ugly Sonic.
We've put the Bob's Burgers movie at number 7 on our list. Many of you are probably already familiar with the much-loved, long-running TV series Bob's Burgers. And if so, we'll assume you've already seen this film. But for those of you that haven't, here's what you're missing out on.
Well, we should either fix it or charge people to ride on it.
Yeah. Wow! The Stola Whirl.
The film takes place between the 12th and 13th seasons of the series as Bob and his family struggle to pay off their loan after a sinkhole opens up in front of their restaurant. All of the original series cast members come back to voice their characters, and if you love the humor of the series, you'll love this film just as much.
Now my feet need medicine, they need to feed a minifin. I'm shaking all around, it's like I stuck 'em with my EpiPen.
At number 6 on our list, we've got Warner Bros. DC League of Super Pets. And yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like.
On Bake-Off night, listen, it is Pie Week.
First off, let's just say that this film is packed to the brim with an A-list cast. Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Keanu Reeves, Kate McKinnon, John Krasinski, and Natasha Lyonne, to name a few. It tells the story of Krypto the super dog on a mission to save his owner Superman and the rest of the Justice League that were kidnapped by Lex Luthor. Krypto works alongside a ragtag team of pets to bring back his owner and the other superheroes in this fun, action-packed comedy that even sports an end credit scene with Black Adam, who's soon to be portrayed by Dwayne Johnson.
Superman.
Black Adam.
Your owner's a hero too?
Pixar hit it big this year with animated films, so we've got their Turning Red at number 5 on our list. This groundbreaking film follows 13-year-old Mei-Lin Lee, a Chinese-Canadian student living in Toronto who turns into a giant red panda anytime she shows strong emotions such as getting too excited or angry.
This isn't happening. This isn't happening.
The film was a first for Pixar, as a woman was the sole director of the movie, And Domi Shi made sure to not shy away from any topics and readily embraces the aspects of female adolescence and puberty, and just what the experience is like for the 13-year-old who just started that journey.
Did the red peony bloom?
No! Maybe?
At our number 4 spot, we have what was Pixar's other highly anticipated film this year, Lightyear.
Is there anything I can do, sir? They don't help, they just overcomplicate things. I'm better off just doing the job myself.
This film brought us a new voice to our Toy Story favorite Buzz Lightyear, as Chris Evans took over from Tim Allen. Rather than a continuation of Toy Story, this film was a spin-off that follows Buzz trying to find a way back home after being marooned on a hostile planet. It's coming down to the wire now. We're at our top 3. We're sure this is where you'll have your difference in opinions, but let us know how you'd change this top 3. At number 3 is a film that didn't have much anticipation around it, Netflix's The Sea Beast.
I said bring her to me! She's just a child! I'm giving you an order! Please, Captain!
The film is set in an era where sea monsters plague the waters and posed a threat to mankind. And as such, hunters would go out to sea in hopes of killing the monsters. Our main character, Orphan Maisie Brumble, stows herself away on one of the most legendary hunter ships in hopes of joining their fight.
You stowed away?
I stowed away.
You stowed away?
In search for the elusive red bluster sea monster, we follow a journey that's well worth taking for viewers. With comedy and stunning visuals, this film is definitely worth watching. The penultimate film on our list is the adventure comedy, The Bad Guys.
We'll always be bad guys!
After Mr. Wolf, Mr. Snake, Mr. Shark, Mr. Piranha, and Ms. Tarantula get arrested following a lifetime of committing legendary heists, the criminals set themselves on a path of redemption to avoid a prison sentence.
They stole a golden dolphin!
Come on, you can't prove that.
It turns out that changing from an evil lifestyle and trying to become a model citizen is appealing to their leader. And while we won't go into too much detail to avoid spoiling the story, the gang do change their ways and embark on a life of fighting crime rather than committing it.
Hit it.
We've come to our number 1 pick of the best animated movie of 2022. Gentlemen, grab your suits, we're going to the cinema. Have you guessed what our top pick is yet? That's right, of course it's Minions, The Rise of Gru.
I am going to be a supervillain.
This is the sequel to the spin-off prequel Minions that was released after the popularity of the Despicable Me movies. We're introduced to a young 11-year-old Gru that has plans of becoming a supervillain, and with the assistance of his minions, he hopes to join the Vicious Six, a group of some of the best supervillains. This film was, of course, as all of the Despicable Me franchise films have been, a great success with families and children. But almost the biggest demographic to love this movie came in the form of teenage boys. A huge TikTok trend emerged upon the release of the film, in which guys would dress in suits and go to the cinemas to watch the film. They even dubbed themselves the Gentle Minions. The viewership in cinemas for this film was so insane that it grossed around $904 million in the box office, making it the 4th highest grossing film of 2022 and the highest grossing film released during the COVID-19 pandemic. And that wraps up this video. Click this next video now to continue watching.